Hello, darlings. Today, let's journey not just across a map, but through time itself. We're about to step into a world where history and legend intertwine, where every stone has a story to tell. Imagine Windsor Castle, an extraordinary place where kings and queens have walked, loved, and ruled for nearly 1,000 years. Its ancient walls have witnessed coronations, celebrations, and even moments of quiet reflection. This isn't a fairy tale, though it certainly feels like one. The castle rises from the landscape like something out of a dream, shrouded in morning mist and golden sunlight. Windsor stands as a silhouette of towers and battlements against the English sky, promising stories of grandeur and resilience. Its presence is both commanding and enchanting, a beacon of the nation's enduring spirit. It's the oldest and largest inhabited castle in the world, a living chronicle of Britain's monarchy. Every flag that flies above its towers signals that history is still being made here. From William the Conqueror to Queen Elizabeth II, Windsor has been a constant thread in our nation's story. Monarchs have come and gone, but the castle remains, steadfast and magnificent. Here, you're not just a tourist, but a guest, stepping into a story still being written. Every visit adds a new chapter to Windsor's living legacy. So come with me. Let's be swept away by the romance and majesty of Windsor. We'll wander opulent rooms filled with treasures, marvel at priceless art, and imagine the royal banquets that once took place here. We'll gaze at soaring chapel ceilings where sunlight streams through stained glass, illuminating centuries of devotion and ceremony. And stroll through gardens fit for a queen, where every flower bed and pathway is steeped in royal tradition and natural beauty. This is more than a day trip. It's an adventure into the very heart of British heritage, a place where the past and present meet, inviting you to become part of its ongoing story. Windsor Castle sits beautifully in Berkshire, just west of London. William the Conqueror chose this spot for its strategic view over the River Thames, guarding the approach to London. Its proximity to the capital made it a favoured royal residence, close enough for convenience, far enough for peace. The royal standard flying from the round tower means the monarch is in residence, transforming the castle into a living palace. Windsor has hosted grand state banquets and countless official ceremonies, cementing its global role. The town of Windsor, with its cobbled streets and charming shops, grew around the castle, creating a unique blend of history and modern life. When you visit, you're experiencing a place deeply woven into English life. Windsor stands as a proud testament to the enduring strength and tradition of the monarchy. Windsor's remarkable story begins with the Normans. William the Conqueror built the first wooden fortress here in 1070, choosing this strategic hilltop to guard the approach to London. Over the centuries, this site would become the heart of royal power and tradition. King Henry II replaced the original timber with stone, constructing the iconic round tower and formidable outer walls that still dominate the skyline today. These fortifications marked Windsor as a symbol of strength and royal authority. King Edward III transformed Windsor into a grand Gothic palace, expanding its halls and founding the Order of the Garter, the oldest and most prestigious order of chivalry in Britain. His vision set the stage for centuries of royal ceremony. Monarchs left their mark. Tudors entertained lavishly within these walls, while the Stuarts added Baroque opulence, filling the castle with art, music, and grand celebrations that echoed through the ages. The Georgians created the magnificent state apartments, transforming Windsor into a palace fit for diplomacy and royal gatherings, where kings and queens hosted dignitaries from across Europe. Queen Victoria adored Windsor, making it her principal residence and her final resting place. She found solace here, and the castle became a symbol of her enduring reign and personal legacy. In modern times, Windsor remains a cherished royal home, surviving the devastating 1992 fire thanks to meticulous restoration. Craftsmen and conservators worked tirelessly to return the castle to its former glory, preserving its treasures for future generations. Each era brought change, from medieval sieges to royal weddings, but Windsor's resilience endures. The castle has witnessed triumphs and tragedies, adapting to the needs of each new monarch. It's a castle that has stood for a millennium, adapting and thriving through wars, peace, and the passage of time, always at the heart of the nation's story. Here, history isn't just preserved, it's lived. Every day, visitors walk the same paths as kings, queens, and knights, experiencing the living legacy of the monarchy. Every stone tells a story of power, loss, and renewal, bearing silent witness to the events that shaped Britain. Windsor is a living symbol of Britain's royal legacy, a place where the past and present meet and the story of the monarchy continues to unfold. Now for the dazzling part. Stepping into the state apartments is like entering a treasure chest, overflowing with centuries of royal history and breathtaking artistry. Every corner glimmers with stories waiting to be discovered, and the sheer scale of the rooms is awe-inspiring. These rooms host official state occasions and are adorned with masterpieces by Rembrandt, Rubens, and Canaletto. The walls themselves are like a living gallery, showcasing some of the world's most celebrated art, collected by generations of monarchs. The grand reception room, with its glittering chandeliers and lavish gold detailing, is simply jaw-dropping. It's a space designed to impress, where royalty and dignitaries have gathered for centuries beneath the sparkling lights. The Waterloo Chamber celebrates the defeat of Napoleon, lined with portraits of those who shaped history. Each painting tells a tale of power, diplomacy, and the shifting tides of European politics. Queen Mary's doll's house is a miniature marvel, complete with running water, electricity, and tiny readable books. It's a perfect snapshot of royal life in the 1920s, crafted with astonishing attention to detail. Each room, from the Crimson Drawing Room to St. George's Hall, tells a story of royal life and ceremony. Imagine grand banquets, glittering balls, and historic meetings unfolding within these walls. The restoration after the 1992 fire is a testament to modern craftsmanship. Artisans and experts worked tirelessly to return the castle to its former glory, blending traditional techniques with modern innovation. As you wander, you walk in the footsteps of history, where monarchs entertained, negotiated, and lived. Every step echoes with the presence of kings, queens, and world leaders who have shaped the course of history. The state apartments connect you directly to the heart of the monarchy, linking private chambers with grand public spaces in a seamless flow of royal tradition. Every detail, from the art to the architecture, immerses you in royal splendor. The ceilings, the gilded moldings, and the intricate woodwork all speak to the skill and vision of generations of craftsmen. It's a feast for the eyes and the imagination, inviting you to picture the grand events and daily rituals that have unfolded here. Here, the past feels vividly present. The sunlight streaming through stained glass windows casts colorful patterns on centuries-old floors, making history feel alive and tangible. Windsor's grandeur is truly unforgettable, leaving every visitor with memories of royal magnificence and timeless beauty. Within the castle lies St. George's Chapel, a masterpiece of Gothic architecture. Light streams through stained glass windows, illuminating the fan-vaulted ceiling, a marvel of medieval engineering. The chapel is the spiritual home of the Order of the Garter, with banners and crests of knights adorning the choir stalls. Monarchs and knights gather here for ceremonies steeped in tradition. St. George's Chapel is also a royal mausoleum, the final resting place of 10 monarchs, including Henry VIII and Queen Elizabeth II. Standing here, you feel the weight and continuity of the monarchy. The chapel is a living church, hosting regular services and royal weddings. Its beauty and history make it an essential part of any visit. St. George's Chapel is a place of reverence, celebration, and deep connection to Britain's royal past. Windsor is brimming with stories that bring its history to life. King Charles II's love of clocks filled the palace with their ticking and chiming, a charming, human detail. Ghost stories abound. King Henry VIII's heavy footsteps and Queen Elizabeth I's spectral appearances add mystery to the castle. During the English Civil War, the castle was a prison, and its wine cellar was so tempting that soldiers were often too drunk to fight. The 1992 fire was a tragedy, but the restoration blended old and new, showcasing resilience and craftsmanship. These tales of passion, intrigue, and survival make Windsor more than just stone and mortar. Every corner holds a secret, every room a memory. Windsor's stories are as enduring as its walls. The castle's spirit lives on through the people who care for it and the visitors who walk its halls. A little planning makes your Windsor visit even more magical. Trains from London, Paddington or Waterloo get you there in under an hour, far easier than driving and parking. Visit on a weekday and book tickets online to avoid crowds and queues. Arrive early or late for a more peaceful experience. Wear comfortable shoes. There's plenty of walking and the castle sits atop a hill. Photography isn't allowed inside the state apartments or St. George's Chapel, so soak in the details. Check the castle's website for up-to-date opening times and possible closures. A bit of preparation ensures your royal adventure is smooth and splendid. To make your visit special, start with the Changing the Guard ceremony, a spectacle of British pageantry. Take your time inside the castle. The complimentary multimedia guide offers fascinating insights and stories. After exploring the state apartments and St. George's Chapel, stroll the castle grounds and enjoy the views. Walk the Long Walk, a tree-lined avenue offering iconic vistas of the castle and Windsor Great Park. Explore the town of Windsor. Charming streets, independent shops and classic pubs await. Cross the bridge to Eton for a lovely view and a glimpse of Eton College. Combining the grandeur of the castle with the charm of the town creates a rich, memorable experience. Make it a full English day out. History, beauty and delight. Windsor is a place to savour, not rush. As your day at Windsor ends, the experience lingers. It's more than grand rooms and treasures. It's the feeling of touching history. Windsor Castle is alive with tradition, connecting us to our past and inspiring us with its beauty. To stand where monarchs have stood is humbling and enriching. Places like Windsor anchor us in a fast-paced world, reminding us of our shared story. If you've enjoyed this journey, join me for more adventures exploring Britain's treasures. Go and see Windsor for yourself. Walk its ancient stones, breathe its history, and let its majesty move you. It's a day of pure magic, a real-life fairy tale. Windsor is a memory to treasure, a story to share, and an adventure for the soul. Until next time, darlings, may your travels be filled with wonder.